Hey everyone, it's Mindy from the OG Sports Network coming to you live with one of our hot cappers. Today we're going to be talking with Dave from EPA Sports. He is going to give us his insight on today's college basketball rundown. It's a huge slate, so I'm glad that you're here to help make you some cash. But before we do that, hey, let's go ahead and go over to our multi-capper site. Oh, there's Dave. Hey, I'm gonna block you off. One moment. But let's go ahead and get over to our site at ogcappers.com. You can see right there. I'll bring him down a little bit. There's Dave at EPA Sports. He's 156 and 133, a high volume bettor. That's what he does. He feels like this is the best way to get you to beat Vegas. It's harder, to just win 2 out of 3 every day. Why can't you win, 11 out of 20, right? But right now he has a lot of plus money. He's a good guy to follow. And we are going to do that. And now we can bring Dave in after, I guess there wasn't much surprise when I accidentally, showed you probably eating breakfast.
All right. Well, good afternoon. It is Saturday. And oh my God, modeling. I got into modeling men's college basketball with the NBA model, obviously.
Right.
And man, careful. It's really cool on Monday, and it's cool on Tuesday, and it's fun on Wednesday. And Thursday's not so
Lots of fun on
great.
Thursday, Friday.
Friday's
Yeah.
pretty easy. Saturday sucks.
Yeah. It's a
I
lot
mean,
of games.
we're talking 150 games, 100,
Right.
100 games. I think there's 102 games today.
Yeah, it's a
So,
bunch. It's a bunch.
but I love talking about it because most of the people that subscribe to the hot sheet
That's right.
are handicappers. The other group are do-it-yourselfers, so there's really 3 groups of people that sports bet: handicappers like you,
Right.
the do-it-yourself people that are going to listen to this and go, where does Dave's model match my stuff? And then there's people that go buy the pick packages off of hot handicappers,
Yeah.
right?
Folks that don't have time to put in all that work.
Look at you on your OG capper site. You were 11. Well, you're 11 and 2 yesterday.
The day before, yes. The day
before.
Yes.
Was any of that NHL?
Almost all of it. Almost all of it was NHL.
Drives me nuts. I have been trying to make a good model on NHL, and it is so aggravating to try to figure out the NHL. So if anybody has good NHL modeling ideas, put them in the comments below on this video because it's driving me bat shit crazy. I cannot get a good EPA on goal scoring, home ice, road ice. It drives me nuts. I think the biggest thing, the hardest thing with NHL also is all the juice.
Right. And we've talked about that. I mean, juice is something that will just drive you crazy against,
I want to, and for anybody listening, if you think this is a good idea, mention it in the comments below. I have a model that shows you how you have to win versus the juice. And I'd like to go over that with everybody at some point in a video so you understand how big. I mean, minus 120, minus 125, minus 130. It
makes a
is
huge difference.
so hard to win money when you start getting up into the 140s, 150s. And then God forbid you bet consistently in the 170s, 180s. Man, you have to be on your model.
I mean, you have to hit at almost 75, 80% to cover all that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous numbers. I don't know them all off the top of my head, but I remember making the model and I shared it with you. I let you mess around with it, and type in your own numbers. And so, but we got so many games today. I appreciate you thinking about having an afternoon and an evening.
Right. We're gonna do it.
So what are we doing? We're doing the Ken Palm afternoon 5 thrill factor, and then the evening.
So we're doing the fan match thrill factor, top 5 afternoon games. Again, it's up here on the screen. Patreon.com EPA Sports is where you can get Dave's daily modeling. Again, if that's something that you're interested in, it's really affordable. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. And then also, again, if you are the folks that just don't have the time to do it and want to follow a great model, Dave has that covered for you at ogcappers.com. So are you ready for some games?
But at the very least, subscribe and listen. I am here to try to help you win, right? That's the bottom line here. This is a due diligence show. So,
That is right.
and obviously, you can also, if you hit comments below, if you have a specific game that you'd like us to profile that's coming up, or you can always follow me on Twitter at CFB Matrix. You can send me a DM. My DMs are open. Ask me a question about a game. I really like to be an open book and help you win more than anything. So I got my. You sent me the list of the top 5. So
I did. Are you ready?
We're
gonna start off with.
Keep in mind, I don't have any spreads or totals. I didn't have time to pull that. So you got to feed them to me.
All right, here we go. We're going to start off with Duke, number 9 in the country versus Florida. Duke here, medium favorites, -5.5. Over under is 152.5.
Oh, -5.5. Now this is the amount of performance, home and road performance in college basketball is amazing to me, because here we have Florida State. Florida State at home, their defensive scoring efficiency is crap.
Yeah.
Bottom 10% in the country. They're 320th in home defensive scoring efficiency. Duke is 31st in road offensive efficiency. But here's the thing: is these teams, when they go on the road, they're still efficient. But what happens is they slow way down. They seem to compress the possessions. And so my model on this is Florida State 73.2, Duke at 74. I got a 1-point game. Okay. Now, I looked at these numbers and I was figuring it's going to be a double-digit spread. So I know my model says Florida State plus 5.5. I don't believe it. Right? This is I'm looking at 227th in offense, 320th in defense for Florida State. I got Duke 31st on offense, 73rd in road defense. You know what I'm happy with here, right? Yes. Now here's the juice. You know what I'm thinking, right? Money line this baby. Just give me Duke, whatever it is, minus probably 170, 165, maybe 175. So I'm not fully going against the model, but these numbers, Duke is just so much better on both ends of the floor. I know the model says this is going to be a close basketball game. I'm just not feeling it with the year-to-date ranking performance. But and also, so what's the total on that? I'm at 147.2.
152.5.
Okay, so we're under. So we're under on that. Again, not very happy with that, right? Because I got a 320th defense going up against a 31st offense. I'm seeing that, and Duke should score 90. So, look, the model says Florida State. The model says under. My eyeballs are going, no, this isn't matching up. So, really, what that means to me is this is something I wouldn't bet at all. At all. But if I got to lay $5 on something, I'm going to take Duke either with the Duke minus 5.5 or Duke money line. I'm going to stay away from that total because the numbers just aren't adding up for me.
Gotcha. All right. The 4th ranked afternoon game here is going to be Utah State, Colorado State. Now, Colorado State here is minus 6.5, and the total is currently 147.5.
Minus 6.5 and 147.5.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm sitting right on this baby.
Oh, really?
I'm sitting right on. Yeah. Now the first of all, I'm leaning over right away, right? Because look at this. On the road, 34th scoring efficiency on the road for Utah State. Colorado State defensive scoring efficiency 196. Big edge road offense. Now, flip-flop. Colorado State, wow, number 6. Colorado State has the 6th best home scoring efficiency. Wow. Right? And now, if you watch a lot of college basketball, it doesn't surprise you. I'm a college football guy. Surprises the hell out of me because Colorado State football in my mind immediately goes, God, they suck at everything. Right. So seeing them number 6 at home, now they're going up against the number 63 defense in Utah State. So we have offensive advantages there. The line is 147.5. I'm at 150.4. So, bang. Everything adds up on that one. I like the over in that game. As for the spread, I'm staying away from this. It's at 6.5. I have Colorado State. Now, who's favored? Utah State?
Colorado State's favored, 6.5.
Okay. Yeah, see, I have Colorado State, 77.6. to 72.6. So basically a 5-point spread.
Yeah.
Not a lot of value in that to me. Not a lot at all. So the value, if anything, is a slight lean towards Utah State plus 6.5. Still don't like that a whole lot. But right. But again, this goes back to, if I got to bet something, I'm betting over the 147.5. Not much margin there. And I am betting Colorado State money line just to straight win the basketball game. Again, I know I'm a little contradicting myself on the juice side of it, but we're also talking about where do I think the best opportunity is in the numbers. I don't think it's in the spread. I think it's in the money line and over on the total.
All right. And then it could be the number one game in a lot of folks' eyes, but only came up 3 on Ken Palm's ranking. It's going to be number 4 Marquette versus number 1 Uconn. Uconn minus 7.5. Total 147.5.
Yeah, I'm looking at these numbers and I'm like, oh, I'm not betting this. Look at this on paper.
Any bets today, Dave? Are we finding any?
On paper, no, we are, because what we're doing is we're confirming things, right? If somebody's listening and they were on Utah State, Colorado State over, we just agreed with them, right? This is for your do-it-yourself due diligence. All right. So now we haven't had a solid pick, right? One that I would bet, but we're giving good information. So watch yourself. So look at this though. Look at this though. Marquette on the road this year, 48th in offensive scoring efficiency, 41 in defensive scoring efficiency.
Solid.
Right? Connecticut at home, 31 and 38. On paper, this is just absolutely a barn burner. But remember, home versus road. If this was neutral, be a totally different thing. But I got Connecticut 77-67 over Marquette. So what'd you say the line was?
It was 7.5. So that looks like you got a Uconn cover.
That's it. So that's not even a big margin right there. I was hoping to be closer. I figured with these numbers it would be closer. Okay. Well, I'm leaning Connecticut to win and cover. And what's the total right now?
147.5.
I'm at 145.25. So
slight lean under.
Tiny bit on the under, tiny bit of sprinkle on the Connecticut minus 7.5 at home to win and cover in that game. But the numbers make this a really good basketball game.
Awesome. All right. Then we're going to Big Ten country. Illinois, number 14 in the nation versus Maryland. Illinois, short favorite here, minus 2.5.
Number 14. The Illinois, what did you say, 14 or number 4?
14.
14. Their road defensive scoring efficiency, 290th. They don't stop.
They don't score on the road, huh?
Right. They're terrible on the road. And one of the reasons is they give up huge free throw numbers. Huge free throw numbers. They hack on the road. They're not aggressive on the road. The free throw differential I have in this game is nearly 4 points in favor of Maryland. That's really the ball game right there, because I got Illinois by 3 from behind the line, and I have Maryland by 3 from inside the 2-point line. So, it's 41-37. So basically 40-36 versus 21-24. Then you add in the free throws. I got Maryland 77.9, Illinois 73.9. So I got a 4-point spread in this game. And you said, what was it?
It was 2.5. That's a high variance there.
Okay, so it's Illinois by 2.5.
Yeah, Illinois minus 2.5. And you have Maryland winning outright.
So we got our first variance over 5 points. So I like Maryland at home plus 2.5. And what's the total on this baby?
139.5. So kind of low.
139.5. And I'm at 151.2.
Yeah.
That's a really big variance. It's so big, it's kind of scary.
Right.
But look at these numbers. Look at these numbers, folks. Okay. We got the number 4 offense on the road versus the number 52 defense at home. That favors the offense. Maryland at home, 225th in offense against 290th on defense. Favors the offense as well. So we got 2 numbers favoring the over, and our calculations are more than 10 points over. I think that's of all these games of those so far. We got big variance in Maryland to cover and over the 139.5.
Awesome. And then the last one is going to be Wisconsin, number 20 in the nation, versus my home-ish kind of state, Iowa. Wisconsin, minus 1.5 here. 152.5 is the total.
Ooh, nice. Upset alert right here, baby. That's what I'm talking
Upset
about.
alert.
Right, here we go. So we lean over a little bit right away, right? Because we got Wisconsin. Everybody talks about their offense, and I don't get it. I haven't watched it yet. I'm guessing they run really fast. Do they go fast?
I don't know. I don't watch it.
Okay. But they're really inefficient. They're 223rd on the road in offensive scoring efficiency, going up against 236th at home for Iowa. So tiny lean towards the offense, but Iowa at home, 37th in offensive scoring efficiency. Wisconsin, 164th in defensive scoring efficiency. So I have a round numbers. I have a 79-73 ball game. Upset alert. Iowa win and cover at home.
Awesome. I like it.
I like that pick. I wish there was an extra. I wish it was like 2.5. I wish there was a little bit more hook there than 1.5. That's
right.
You're just that's a pick 'em right there. But the model leans. I will win and cover at home. And what's the total on that baby right there?
Yeah, 152.5.
I'm at 151.8.
Okay. So nothing really there.
Nothing
really there.
Absolutely nothing. So we like Iowa on the upset alert to win and cover at home. We like Maryland to cover at home against Iowa. We like the over in that game as well. I think those are our big ones that we really like of the 10 sides and totals in these 5 games this afternoon.
Awesome, Dave. Well, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. That is definitely some good insight for these games for your afternoon slate. And then we'll do another video here in a little while. And you can pick up some more of Dave's picks for the afternoon. But make sure you guys go ahead and get over to ogcappers.com. You can use the promo code OG20 to get 20% off all of your pick packages over there. What were you doing? Eating eggs again? Visit ogcappers.com for our best of the best bets there every day. So, Dave, thanks so much. We appreciate it. You guys have a good day. Take care. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Good luck.